Hey everybody, Spine Expressing here, and I'm at the Hill Country Comicon. So let's go inside.
Well, let's head inside and let's take a look at what they've got inside the Hill Country Comicon. Well, I've got to give the organizers top stars for being well organized. There's no question this Comic-Con was well organized. I was a little bit disappointed, however, overall. I thought the venue was a little on the small side. Although I feel that the two rooms did seem to accommodate all the people really nicely. There was a great turnout of cosplayers, and this was more evident later in the day on Sunday. I think their cosplay contest came to a conclusion, and there were a lot of kids that were involved in the cosplay as well, and I thought that was great. It's a great way to introduce kids to this type of fun. I was disappointed, however, with the lack of comic vendors. I think there were maybe a total of 7 booths, and I would say only 4 of them were relatively in big size. The other 3 were super small, just a couple long boxes or just a couple books on display. The Comic-Con here at Hill Country did have a great turnout of stars, a lot of voice actors. Dean Cain, who played Superman, was here at this convention and was signing autographs and meeting fans. And so this area right in here was at one point fairly packed with people. And I thought the layout of the Comic-Con was good. They kept the artists and the art related booths were in one room, and then the comic related booths were in another room. And there were a lot of artists. I enjoyed walking around and seeing what they had for sale and some of the items on display. This was the main ballroom, and it was a fairly decent size. And there were a lot of collectibles in this area, a lot of toys, a lot of Funko Pops. But unfortunately, I felt like there needed to be more comics. So here are the wall books in this particular dealer, and I apologize. I'll try to do a better job in the future of getting closer up to the books so you can see the prices, and maybe I'll go a little bit slower on my panning. Some of the books that were in this area that jumped out at me, there was a first appearance of Scott Lang for $55, and it was a pretty high grade copy. A lot of little slab books here, nothing too exciting. A lot of Golden Age, Davy Crockett's, and that was pretty much it. There were a lot. I did pick up a couple books from this particular dealer. I found 2 books in particular, a Spawn title, and I picked up a first appearance of Yara Flor. Here was a nice display. This dealer had quite a bit of books in boxes and a lot of books that were slabbed. There was a Young Avengers. It's difficult to see, it's not in front, but there was a copy of Young Avengers #1. I think it was a 9/2, and it was $130. And I almost got this one. I almost picked it up. And it had a couple of those Venom copies of Lethal Protector, and one was signed by Sam De La Rosa, but it was a low grade copy. Well, they had a copy of Amazing Spider-Man 33, and that is my favorite cover. You see it, I just passed, and they wanted $300 for it. I probably could have got it for less than that, but I really wasn't prepared to come in. I kind of wanted to keep my budget a little bit lower. That book was a 5.0, and that's definitely a book that's on my radar. A lot of little nice wall books here. I thought the prices were a little on the higher side in this particular vendor. I didn't buy any books from this one. So it's difficult to tell, but the crowds were a little bit higher earlier in the day. I think I'm filming right around 3 or 4 o'clock, and the convention ended at 5. But as you can see, there's just not a lot of comics. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, go ahead and hit that like button. And please, I really could use your help in getting more subscribers. I'm trying to push and hit that 400 subscriber mark. If you can hit that subscribe button, if you're not already a subscriber, please do. I really would appreciate it. So as I moved further down here to the middle, you'll see there's a large dealer here with lots of books. And I gotta tell you, their prices were insane. They were so high. I mean, it was ridiculous. I didn't even give them a time of day looking at that. And I don't know how they can attend these type of things when no one's buying any of the books. But down this aisle was a great dealer. They were from the Corpus Christi area. They were called Most Wanted Comics, and these guys were awesome, very willing to negotiate on the prices, and they had a lot of big books that I was pretty excited about. I think they had a copy, can't recall the grade, but they had an ASM 300, and I think it was about 500 bucks. And I think it's the raw copy that you can see there, but they also had a graded one as well, and I can't recall the price. I was mostly interested in the raw copy. Looking through this book, or this box, this short box was great. A lot of big books in here. You know, you saw that Iron Man 55, and then just kind of as you go. I think this guy in the other box, I didn't film the box to the right, but there was a first appearance of Ahsoka Tano. And I can't recall what I think he wanted like 1,100 bucks for it. But that's a book that I would really love to pick up. But first Morbius, this ASM 252 was in there. Let's see, this Hulk 1, first appearance of Red Hulk. I considered picking that up. Some Sheena books, Moon Knight, #1, I think it was 125. You know, some early Daredevil. Nice Fantastic Four copies. This Submariner #1 was in the box, and then he had some Last Ronins. I really liked this last book here. It had a remark that was done by Kevin Eastman. It was really nice. So I really recommend, if you can, go take a look at their website. It's mostwantedcomicstexas.com, and they're about 4 or 5 hours drive from where I live in Austin, Texas, but I am going to be going down to the Corpus Christi area, and I'll definitely be checking out their shop. Here's the last vendor that I'm going to feature here in this video. They are called Collected, and they are at, let's see, their website is collectedcomics.com, all one word. And I thought the condition of their books was pretty nice, just a step above. The prices were slightly higher than what you can find online, although there were a lot of books here that I was very interested in picking up. They had some nice graded copies up here on top. First Lady Deadpool. Apparently the hot book that's out right now is this first appearance of Damian Wayne. He had a couple of them. He had a slabbed copy and one that was raw. I almost pulled the trigger on a Batman 357 that he had in it was a raw copy, and the one that he had was really pristine. It was definitely, in my opinion, close to a 9.8 candidate for sure. And I didn't buy it because I'm trying to hold out and look for a newsstand copy in a high grade for that book. I do enjoy seeing the cosplayers, and I thought there were lots of great resources for them. I will say though that it does feel like this overall trend for these conventions seems to be away from comics and more to Funko Pops and cosplayers. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, if you agree or disagree with me there. Alright, thanks for staying with this video this far, all the way to the end. Here are the books that I picked up, and I'm kind of going with the lamer books first. And so I picked up this book here. I don't know, I just thought it was a cool cover with a Predator. I got it for 20 bucks. I'm sure I overpaid. It's Dark Horse Presents number 35. I don't think it's anything special. Maybe it is. Let me know in the comments below if it is. That would be really exciting. I think it's in pretty good shape. Has a little corner bend here at the bottom. I can press that out pretty easily. I think this probably, if I were to send it off, would be pretty high, a high grade copy of this book. All right, this is one that I've been looking for. I'm kind of high on Yara Flor. One, it's my daughter's favorite superhero, so I kind of got this for her. But I picked up this one for $10. This is the Phase-On variant, and it is Future State Wonder Woman #1. Got it for $10. I like the cover. I think it's beautiful, and it's definitely a high grade. It's definitely a 9.8 candidate. All right. This is one that I like. I got this one for $13 bucks. Really no issues on the book. A couple little spine stress lines, but nothing color breaking on the front. Not sure about the back. I don't think I've even taken it out of the bag. But it's Spawn #8. Looks great. All right, this one right here, All-Star Squadron #47. It's an early McFarlane cover. Got it in a newsstand. Got it real cheap, $5. Thought I was pretty happy with that one. I think this is one that I can clean up, and I don't know. Maybe if I want to send another book in for Todd McFarlane to sign, this might be one. I really like Dr. Fate. I'm a big Dr. Fate fan. Not so much from the Black Adam movie. I was kind of a fan of Dr. Fate back in the 80s. A little bit of a color breaking crease here on this corner. Everything else is good. There's a very noticeable spine roll in the book. But, hey, it's a newsstand copy from 1985, so it's kind of rare. All right, this one here, I think this is the second appearance of Beta Ray Bill. Got this one for $35. Oh, yeah, I said the last price. Got this one for $35. Mighty Thor #338. This one's in absolutely excellent condition. It's immaculate. So this is possibly a 9.8 candidate. It's definitely a high-grade copy. I like the cover. I think this would make a great wall book. I really want to get, one of my big goals is to get the first appearance of Beta Ray Bill and Thor 337. I don't own it. And the key reason why is because my friend who got me into comics, that was the book. He was like, you really need to get this one. You really need to. I just remember it so many times him telling me to pick up first Beta Ray Bill. He really loved Beta Ray Bill. And I think it's a great character. Beta Ray Bill is an awesome character, and I'd love to see him in the MCU someday. So picked it up for $35. All right, and the last one I've got here is Superman Batman Annual #4. This is it's a direct edition. I think it's possibly a 9.8 candidate. There's a little bindery issue on the bottom left corner, a little bit of a tear. But I really like the copy. There's no issues. Some of them you get like little white spots or like color rub on the spine, and there's nothing like that on this book. I like this book because it's the first appearance of the Batman Beyond character in sort of the DC continuity. And I don't think they even refer to him as Terry McGinnis. I think he's referred as like maybe like Tim Drake or some crazy thing like that. So not sure. Haven't opened it up yet, but I do like the Batman Beyond character, Terry McGinnis, quite a bit. And so I thought this is a beautiful book. I think this really will make a very nice wall book. And, who knows? Maybe with a clean and press, I can get it up to 9.8. Cross my fingers. So that's it. Those were the books that I picked up at this show. Wasn't too excited about the prices of the books. I thought there were a lot of books. There were a lot of dealers and I went on a Sunday that have, sort of the comic boom prices. And, the market's changed quite a bit. In fact, I think if you're not buying your books online, you're really missing out because there's some fantastic prices right now for just about anything online. So that's it. I hope you liked the video. I hope you enjoyed checking out the Hill Country Comicon. Hey, subscribe and like this channel if you like these videos. I'm going to be heading down to another show in Houston in about 3 weeks. And that one's going to be a fun one because I'm going to be bringing 3 books to be signed by Larry Hama. So they are part of my G.I. Joe collection. I've got issue 1, issue 21, and I'm going to bring down kind of a hot book. I guess it's still hot because of Wolverine being with Deadpool, but it's, I think, Wolverine 88. And so I'm going to do a video where I clean up Wolverine 88 and finish pressing G.I. Joe number 21. So stay tuned and subscribe and like this channel, and it'll be coming out in a few days. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here. This is a fantastic community. You guys are a fantastic audience, and I really appreciate your support. Thanks for being a part of this channel, and as always, happy hunting.